step, something in my jeans. FOI, you know that's the team, huh?
Peace. This is your brother Aidan X, and welcome to the processing class.
I can't remember the exact date, but it was in the middle of July 2014. That's when I recited. Usually when, if you already have the last name Muhammad, obviously you don't replace the Muhammad with the X. So I just kept my Muhammad. And for those who are watching that don't understand that process, the whole point of the X is to replace your slave name. My slave name was, Knight when I was born. So if I still had that name, that Knight would get replaced with an X. So brother Aidan has his X. That slave name would get replaced with an X. And then, eventually as you, grow into yourself and as you grow into the knowledge of who you are and your gifts, etc., eventually, you will be blessed with a holy name by, the apostle. The Messiah, and I miss the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, and then that will replace the X with the holy name. Now, in my case, since my last name is already a holy name, Muhammad, if I was ever blessed to receive a holy name, my first name will actually get replaced by that holy name. I'm not sure if any one of you ever really noticed, but a lot of many of the student ministers over the past couple of years have gotten their first names replaced with an Arabic name. So it's off the top of my head. The first person that comes to mind is Brother Abdul Qiyam. He was actually Brother Jesse Muhammad prior to him receiving Brother Abdul Qiyam. So that's just kind of an example of when someone already has a holy last name, if they were to receive a holy name, that first name, if it's not already Arabic and if it's not already a holy name, that first name will get replaced.
Yes, sir. And for those watching this, why? What's the point of all that? Because some people watching this and, they're like, oh, that's a lot. So some people would say, what the heck is the point? What's the point of a name? It's just a name. So what would you say to
that? The most honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches us that a good name is better than gold. And, when you really think about that and we really think about the worth of gold, I mean, gold is really, I think an ounce of gold is worth like maybe $20,000 to $30,000 right now. But if he says that a good name is worth more than gold, then, that's really something to be studied. And the way that I understand it is that, a name denotes a function. And when you have a name that really signifies, the function of who you are. So you have the name Muhammad, which means one who is worthy of praise and one who is praised much. That's something to live up to. You understand what I'm saying? And then if you have a specific name like Ali or Qiyam or Kareem, or, that really puts on you to try to exude that characteristic to the highest possible level or to the highest possible degree. Allah has put in each one of us, I get this from our brother Jabril here in Philadelphia. He's been saying this a lot recently, that, Allah allows each one of us as individual to master at least one of his attributes. So we know that Allah has 99 attributes, and these are all good names and good attributes of Allah. And he Allah, manifest all of those attributes perfectly. But we being his creation, we being human beings, we all have the ability to express at least one of those attributes perfectly. So when you're talking about a name or when you're talking about a function, you're talking about a human being that is able to express that characteristic or that function of God perfectly. That's their potential. So when you bless a person with a holy name, that's something for them to live up to. That's something for them to look at and to say, okay, well, how am I practicing this characteristic? How am I practicing this function? How am I practicing this attribute in my life? And if I'm not doing it to the best of my ability, then maybe I should, because that's my name. That's who I am.